Welcome investor. Here today we are in the district of Moema here in São Paulo in Brazil, and I'm gonna show you a building in this area which is one of the wealthiest, among the wealthiest areas of São Paulo. Let's go. I'm Lorenzo Tosini, the founder of Growabroad Consulting and Investments. We work with high net worth individuals and international cash buyers, focusing mainly on emerging markets, especially Brazil, where we are pioneers from an international perspective. If you want to know more, if you want to get practical insights and strategies on how it is to invest in real estate in Brazil in the practice, click on like and subscribe. So let's start with an introduction of the city of São Paulo. So São Paulo has two main airports. One is Guarulhos, located over here in the city of Guarulhos, and one is Congonhas, located inside of the city. Guarulhos is used mainly for international flights, while Congonhas is used mainly for national flights. So if we go over here, this is the neighborhood of Moema, which is located nearby to the Parque Ibirapuera Park. And on this is divided, Moema is divided in two main sides, one on the left of Avenida Ibirapuera and one on the right of Avenida Ibirapuera. So here, around here, Avenida Cotovia, is the street where the building is located. So this is a wealthy, safe area full of stores, full of markets and restaurants, dining options, and so on and so forth. So this is one of the best areas and wealthiest areas of São Paulo. So now we are in the street here in Moema. This is Avenida Cotovia, which is one of the best in Moema. And so here you have the where cars get in, which is over there, okay, in that door, which is opened by security, and where cars get out, which is over there. You have cams here, 3 cams for safety on the street, and then I'm gonna show you how to get inside the building. Okay, you just stick your finger over here, which is with digital fingertip recognition. You can see my name over here, and then you are inside. By night, this part is closed because of safety, okay? They want to apply a double layer of safety in every building. Usually there is this double layer, okay? Where you get inside, the outside door closes, and only then you can get inside with the internal door. It's a double layer safety system. Usually you can get in with a fingerprint, okay? Or with a facial recognition. So let's start from the base level. Here we are in the lobby area. As you can see, there is a comfortable area just to relax a bit when you stop here. For example, if you are a guest of Airbnb, you can stop here and wait until your apartment is available to use. Okay, so then we go on to the co-working area. It's typical today in Brazil that buildings have a co-working area where you can go outside of your apartment and work in a shared space, usually with Wi-Fi. Here there are toilets, okay, restrooms here, feminine, masculine, and also unisex. Okay, then we go to this area. This is very interesting because this is like a delivery area where you get your stuff delivered. Let's say you get your laundry iron, then you want to get it to your place directly, shipped from the shop. You would get it over here. And then here is all the Amazon and Mercado Libre and other platforms that can deliver this to you, or also the physical shops. You can choose to have your home products delivered to the building. Here you can see there is a printer, so even you can get your document printed over here. And then, yeah, here we are close to the airport, to the Congonhas airport. which is a strategic point of the city. So this is another shared area of the building. I expect that this is a projector, so you can get stuff projected over there. And this is just to relax, so you can sit down, read a book, and think about what you're gonna do in the next week or whatever. Okay, so it also has an external area where you can sit down, have a drink, or just have a call or whatever you need. So here, there is this area. This is called mini market. In this place, you basically get free water and also everything you need for cooking or for, let's say, immediate necessity. So I want to show you now how it works on a practical level to get a drink or something from the mercadinos, from the local market inside the building. So in this case, usually is an open space like here, but you just go with a scanner like in the supermarket, and you scan it on your own, and then you pay with a machine, okay, using the credit card or debit card. So what I'm gonna show you is I downloaded this application in this case, which is called Market for You. Okay, as you can see over here. Okay, this is the platform that is used in this building. I'm gonna select, okay, where I'm gonna buy Terrio, which is ground floor. Okay, so I'm gonna say Destravar, which is unlock. Geladera, aguas, refris, vamos ver. No, bebidas alcohólicas. Okay, which is the right one. Okay, so this is open. Okay, I'm gonna take a water. I'm gonna scan the water. Okay, I'm gonna leave it over here for 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna go on finalizar compra, which is finalize the purchase. Finalizar. So I'm gonna scan the code over here. Okay. Compra realizada con suceso. That means purchase successfully concluded. And now I can enjoy my water. So this is a bit more complicated than usual, but still there are, on average, systems that are way simpler, way easier, like 30 seconds, and you buy the products that you need. We don't have this in Europe. In Europe, you pay a condominium fee, like a building fee, monthly fee, maybe 50 euros, 100 euros, depending on the country, on the building, and you just get cleaning and elevator as a service. But here you have a whole ecosystem inside the building. So your necessity to go out and lose time is reduced like 90-95%. And just to give you an idea how it works with the elevators in Brazil, we have typically 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on the size of the building, elevators. Elevador social, okay, residencial, which is for people to go up and down. And then we have the elevador de servicio, which is the elevator for the personnel to clean the place, to the maintenance personnel, or if you want to renovate your place, the guys that the working people will, the handyman will go through this elevator up to your apartment, okay? They won't be able to use these other two because this is completely protected with a membrane that protects the glass and the mirror behind, okay? Now we're gonna go to the second floor where the amenities are located. Depending on the level of the building, okay, and also the price of the apartment that you get, you will get a different level of amenities. You might get some, which is called lazer completo. That means all the amenities, full amenities. Or you can get a limited lazer, a limited amenity diversity. So the basic usually is the pool or the gym, and then now the co-working, also the pet place, the pet space too. Automatic sliding doors, Okay, let's get into the numbers part. So here, as you can see, the Condominio Zecotavia is the building and that we are currently visiting in the video. Okay, so apartments starting from 440K. This must be something very small, and that's it. So you'll see here alugar, comprar. Alugar means to rent, comprar means to buy. So there are three main formats of apartments here. So studio apartments, they range between 23 square meter to around 30 square meters, and bigger apartments that are around 50 square meters, that is around 500 and something square feet. Okay, so actually these apartments, they come with the floor apparently already installed. Many buildings, they come without floor, so you have to choose the finishings that you prefer. This is pretty interesting, this one we'll see in the simulation. And so let's start. I'm gonna compare today the one bedroom simulation against a studio apartment simulation. So it's 51 square meters against 23 square meter apartment, basically. The findings will be very, very interesting, the performance differences between the two. So let's start with a pessimistic scenario of 22 days. This is a high demand area. I mean, it's close to the airport. It's a luxury area with a lot of bars, a lot of movement around. I mean, it's a safe area as well. And so it's a point of interest in São Paulo. So I would expect high occupancy rates along the year. Probably lower occupancy rates in January or when people go outside of São Paulo, go to the seaside. So let's consider 880. That is a proposal that a broker made to me on the street 2 weeks ago. But this is the starting price, so it can be also negotiated, maybe even lower than this, because on the portals we can find a higher, like this one, 980, 51 square meters. I mean, these are real prices today for these products. So we'll keep 1880 because it's feasible, definitely. I mean, that 980 is totally negotiable. All the prices that you see up there on the portals, they are negotiable prices. I mean, of course, we have the skills and the knowledge, the local knowledge to negotiate on behalf of our clients. And it would be hard to negotiate if you're not completely fluent in Portuguese, know the culture, and so on and so forth. So we consider around 5% commission. So when apartments are sold, it's approximately 5% what the brokers make, not us, the brokers that are not affiliated with us. So we consider over here approximately 5% of notary fees and taxes. Setup decoration value, I mean, we consider 2,700 reais in this case. You'll find on average between 2,000, 3,000 reais, depending on the finish. Of course, I mean, you can install super luxury finishings, but that would lower your rentability, your yield scenario. So here you can see the investment. The total of the investment is around 1 million reais. That is 1,017,000. That is around $178,000. Then we consider with this scenario 22 days. That is 73% occupancy rate, but still we are in a high demand neighborhood. I mean, so this would cause with us 380 reais per day fee on Airbnb. This would bring us to around 8,360 reais per month for gross income. So HOA fees, I mean, I double check over here. Let's see, this is the smallest one. Okay, 950 condominium is HOA, and IPTU is the property tax. Okay, so also utilities, I mean, with air conditioning, around $100 per month, cleaning, internet, and so on and so forth. So what we see here is a gross yield of 0.82 per month and 9.86, which is really lower down by all the expenses that are involved with this type of activity. What we see here is that compared to the studio, I mean, a bigger apartment implies in the same building, in the same location, in the same situation, implies a higher HOA and a higher property tax. But still, there is no guarantee that the bigger size would imply, let's say, this is the double of the other one, okay? But it doesn't mean that this causes the double of the gross income. Not at all. I mean, it's definitely not a rule. Usually, studio apartments, they bring you a higher yield and also lower maintenance, lower fixed costs. This is the main point that I want to present today. So basically, we go down to 4.30% of net income before taxes, deriving from the one bedroom with a scenario of 22 days per month, occupancy rate 73%. So then when we shift to the studio apartment, what is interesting is that we've seen here a price of 590,000. We can bring this down negotiating easily to 5.40. I'm pretty sure about this. I mean, depending on the negotiation skills, but we don't lack those, so no problem. As you can see, the condominium and EPTU are much lower than the previous apartment that we've seen. One point I would really like to remark over here is that, I mean, you see this apartment, and if you are from the US, you're from Europe, you will think, oh my God, I would never live here. But we always say you do not have to live here. It's just a box. You put money inside and money comes outside. I mean, this is the view that we always say. Don't think it like it's your place. Think it like it's like a rental apartment. This is the many investors, they make a mistake of thinking like it's the place where they're gonna live. So local people, they do not care about the small apartment. I mean, it's not problem for them because they care more about location, about convenience, with shops nearby, supermarkets, metro train station nearby. And the location is very, very important. And in Brazil, people in a big city are used to this type of square meter sizes, 23. This is very small, 23 square meters. But I'm going to show you over here, the prices to rent this type of apartments are very, very high by square meter compared to bigger apartments. So 25 square meters, and then you get a package. Here is called package. So by package we mean aluguel, so the rent, the pure rent, plus the expenses that are mainly IPTU, the property tax, and condominium, which is the HOA fees. So just to get back over our analysis, here in the studio, we set up $45 per day. Why we did this? Let's go over here. Here you can see the building. Of course, it's immediate to recognize. You can see here 45 per night, 46 per night, even here 53 per night. And then, smaller apartments, they are on a performance level, they are much more interesting because we do not see a big difference between 45 and 66. So yeah, there is a difference, but it's not double, because we are talking about an apartment here that is half the size of the other one. So this is the point I want to remark. So with this scenario of oh my God, let's fix it right away. 22 days. Okay, 22 days. We see a scenario of 12.21 per month against the previous situation 9.86. So why? Because the investment is much lower here. It's much lower than the previous, and also I'm considering that specific apartment that we've seen a few minutes ago. You see here there is already the floor, there is already all the drawers and the furniture is already inside. So you basically just gotta put a bed over here and maybe some additional lights. I would always take away this hospital white light, which is very sad. I would apply a warm light, maybe a LED over here or something like that. But we are, this is what we are talking about. So there is not much compared to before. There is not much to do regarding the decoration here. I mean, it's just a bed. The bed is around maybe a good mattress, 3,000 reais, and plus the bed structure and a few other things. I'm being conservative over here with the stuff that you gotta put in this apartment. It's basically ready, this apartment, ready to start with the rental. So as we can see here, it's much higher, 12.21 with 22 days against 22 days as well. The percentage for the gross yield. And then when we go to the net yield, I mean, it's 468 in our calculation against 430. So then if we switch to a higher occupation situation where we go to 28 days a month, I mean, this is very, very high. This is an extreme situation, but depends on, of course, on the management, the property management skills. So we go over here, 28. This is an ideal scenario, of course, we are playing with. We are discussing 6.5 from the one bedroom against 741. I mean, with the studio, the chances of getting this performance with the studio are much higher because they have a higher occupancy against one bedrooms. So the final thoughts regarding all of this is that why investing in bigger apartments doesn't make much sense usually in São Paulo, in Brazil, because Brazil has this feature that this type of apartments that are smaller, they are normal for the local population. So for the local guys, it's normal to live in an apartment of 23, 25, 30 is already, I mean, it's already a decent size. 21, there are apartments of, not in this building, but there are apartments of 20 meters, in some cases even 70 meters. This is a bigger one. This is a lovely size, in my opinion, practical, no crazy cleaning effort, but still at least you have some space to breathe. So these apartments, the smaller apartments, they have a higher yield, as we have seen in our analysis, but also they allow investors to diversify. I mean, you can buy an apartment in, let's say, in Brooklyn for 350,000 reais, then an apartment in Pinheiros for 450,000 reais, then an apartment, maybe a already built apartment in Alphaville for 400,000 and 450,000 reais. I mean, then allow investors to diversify over the city or over the country. This is a very important feature regarding of smaller apartments. While if you put all your eggs in one basket, I mean, you get only disadvantages usually, because you get lower yields for rentals. I'm talking about short term in this situation, and in other situations we'll simulate with long-term rentals, because here, for example, these are numbers for long-term rentals. Pure rental, and then the package, the local tax, the property tax, plus the HOA fees. I mean, of course, these apartments are well decorated. I mean, but the building is a premium building, so location is very important again. but you can differentiate the apartment. I mean, a lot of besides location, also in the same buildings, there are apartments that compete one against each other, and what makes the difference is how the investor can, with the listing, can captivate the attention of the viewer, the guest, basically. That's it. So we can get back to the exploration of the building. The kid playground areas, brinquedoteca. Okay. And then over here, you have a space that you can use to read, for example. The laundry space, where you have a washer on the bottom and dryer on the top. Okay. Then this is a bar area. And here you get another drink fridge, like there on the first, on the lobby floor. Okay, let's go outside. So here you have the sauna area. And here there is the sauna, as you can see, that you can program over here to switch it on up to, I would put honestly 85 to 90 degrees, even if the Latinos, the locals, they want to put 45 to 60 degrees, because this is a cultural difference, okay? So in Europe we are used to the Finnish standard, which is 90 to 100 degrees Celsius. This is an open space to use the sauna. I wouldn't advise for this, because some days can get colder or rainy, and then you get a flu basically coming outside and all inside from the sauna. Okay, usually this space is indoor. We'll see another building in the same district of São Paulo, which is a luxury big indoor sauna. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the pool area. Okay, this is an indoor pool. In many cases there are outdoor pools. This is what they call here aquecida, okay, which means heated up. This is very, very warm, at least between 30 and 40 degrees Celsius, okay? And then you have a relax area over here, and the length of the pool allows you to swim, okay? You can show over here the length of the pool. It's gonna be around probably 20 meters, okay? In this case, here there is an external solarium and an internal swimming pool. What I prefer honestly is both external, or even better, two pools, one external and one internal in the same building, which is a type of luxury that it's very common over here. Okay, so this is where you can sunbathe, okay, and on these benches here. And you can see here there is a building under construction, which is crazy, the level of construction that is going on over here in Moema, in Itaim, in many other districts of São Paulo. Okay. Then I'm gonna show you now the gym. Okay. Today is very, very typical to have a gym inside a building. Okay. Because the frenetic lifestyle of São Paulo doesn't allow you to waste time. Okay. So here you have a gym with the basic equipment, okay? It's not a gym like a fully equipped, but still you get the weights, okay? Over there are the weights. Then you get a leg extension, leg curl machine, and the basic cardio stuff. And you can train at home when you don't have the time to go up to the gym. But we'll see in a later video also how close is the SmartFit gym over nearby here in this neighborhood. I love this door. So do any manual checking whatsoever. As you can see, all the doors have digital locks, okay? Here we are really in 2024. So let's say I rented this apartment over here. Just go over here. And we are in. This is the best system to manage apartments in Brazil and also in the world. But as you know, for example, in Europe, it's very common to have physical keys still, and not every building has an ecosystem which is, let's say, Airbnb ready, okay? But here in Brazil, the new buildings, they are all set up like this, especially those that are made for investors, okay? So smaller apartments like studios. The buildings that have studios today that are bought mainly by investors, they are ready with this type of ecosystem. If you want to know more, if you want to get practical insights and strategies on how it is to invest in real estate in Brazil in the practice, click on like and subscribe.